Join us for the very first IFL Live at London's Indigo at the O2, Sunday, August the 13th, with me, Cook and Cassius, and some very special guests. Eddie Hearn, Darren Barker, Johnny Fisher and more. Tickets now on sale. So in the words of Eddie Hearn,
you get up, you dress up, and you fucking show up.
This is Joe Pugh for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. I think both of you boys have been on the channel before at the sponsors party, but I'll hand it over to Johnny if you want to introduce the fellow Bosch soldiers here.
This is the main man, Stuart Kinney, head of Next Gen Enterprises, one of my top sponsors and a great bloke and great friend. And this is Sausage Finger Soul, been there from the very beginning. And Sausage Finger Soul is a story for another time, but I'll give you a little taster. It involves a fresh Chinese, charming, and he put his fingers in it.
We won't go into that. Yeah,
right. Bit of double dipping there, so.
Yeah, I can't do that again. Yeah, they're in my pockets. I swear that I'm leaving them in.
Be careful.
And obviously, both boys were handing out a T-shirt today. Some fantastic support here at the Origin Gym. Just helping out, Johnny, mate.
Yeah, everyone. We've sold some merch. Everyone's got a T-shirt. So the new T-shirts are coming in Friday. So we've got rid of the old ones, and we look forward to giving them out as well. Yeah.
Excellent, boys. Thank you very much for stepping in. I'll ask you to step aside now, but I'm sure.
We're kicking you out.
Yeah. Well,
yeah. Go away, Sol. You know. It's up the sausage fingers.
Excellent. Johnny, how are you, mate?
Good, mate. How are you? How was the dentist chair?
Dentist chair was quite hardcore, actually, but yeah, it was good.
I won't say any more in case you get in trouble.
No, I think everyone's seen it. Your dad full placing me.
Video going, don't put that out. It's too late now, mate.
It's too late. It's out. Zanti Antics, but we'll leave it there.
Xantics, as they call it.
Xantics Bosch. But, here at the Rain and Boxing Club, obviously, big day for yourself. For a Thursday morning, you sure know how to get a turnout, don't you?
Yeah, it was really good. Didn't expect that many to turn up, but it's great. It shows the level of support I've got around here, and testament to the people, good, honest, hard-working people that want to come and watch. So yeah, I appreciate them all.
Obviously, there's the little touches that you do by handing out all the T-shirts. Do you think that's like the little extra step that sets you apart and help grow your profile?
Yeah, 100%. I think that's just something to give back. But people want to come and watch me fight. People want to come to these workouts. So you can always give a little bit back. And listen, it goes a long way. It might only be a little T-shirt, but people like it, a little thing like that. So yeah, it's testament to all my sponsors as well who get involved. Thank you to all of them, because people like Stuart who make things like that possible.
We've got a big banner behind us, Joshua versus White 2, and you're part of it. First of all, how does that feel when you got the call to say, look, it's not just a title fight, but it's going to be a sold-out O2, Joshua White, you haven't even really got to worry about selling tickets, it's already sold out.
Yeah, it's nice. We got 500 tickets, they went in half an hour, so could have done 5,000 for this, but yeah, it's great. All of this stuff is amazing, but it doesn't change the fact I've got to win on the 12th of August. So I separate. Where I've had the experience of these big nights before, where I've fought in, not as big as this, but a few thousand of my own fans being there, I'm used to that occasion a little bit. So yeah, it's just another day at the office.
Just speaking to Mark, you haven't really changed it up much in training, but have you watched a lot of Harry, and do you think it's going to be a tough test?
I've seen Harry box before. Yes, it will definitely be a tough test, but we're due a tough test in many ways, and it's the right time. I sparred him before, I know what he's about. Tough guy, big, strong, comes forward a little bit, but good fast hands, nice and sturdy. Yeah, it's going to be a good, honest fight, but you say I watch them too much, I don't watch them too much. I was speaking to a darts player the other day, James Wade, he's a good player, and he said, I know his darts is different, but I never used to watch the other guys, I just focus on what I've got to do. And that's similar to what I'm like, I just focus on what I've got to do. Yeah, there's little things you can look at and pick out, but you've got to do what you do well, and if you do what you do well, you've got a good chance of winning.
Do you think we'll see a different side of you? Because realistically, this is going to be the first fight where he's really coming to win, he's really going to bring it, and that could bring a different side out of yourself.
Yeah, I've been in fights before where, I think back to Reisinger in Sheffield when he tried to take my head off and I cleaned him out in the second round. Other guys have tried to come and win. Musial tried to come and win. I remember Shane Watson saying that he went in his changing room before the fight and he was going to him, Shane, Johnny, to his neck. I'm like, all right, mate, calm down. But Harry Armstrong will be a completely different test. But I've been in situations before. I've sparred some great people. I put myself 110% in the gym, so whatever happens, I know I'm going to be 110% on fight night. So yeah, everyone better be ready.
All being well, you get that title. There's no really stepping back then. Surely you've got to either defend that or move on to an English.
Tyson Fury next, isn't it? Tyson Fury? Yeah, I think that's logical. No.
Well, he's fighting Ngannou, to be fair.
No, I'm looking forward to that, actually, that fight, and I think credit to both them guys because they're going to make a hell of a lot of money. But listen, all I think about is the next fight. Harry Armstrong's going to be a formidable opponent, and I've got to be ready. I'm staying relaxed, but I know this is the toughest test to date, and whatever happens, I'll be ready for it.
Definitely. And just on that Fury and Ngannou, obviously it is what it is. It's a massive, massive spectacle. But if you got the call, would you fight Ngannou?
Yeah. I think I'd beat him quite comfortably.
Really?
I think I'd chin him before he chins me. 110%. I'd be interested to see what other people think about that. But yeah, I like Francis Ngannou. I've met him a couple of times. Yeah, he's a really nice guy, so I don't want to be unfriendly to him. But yeah, I think I'd have a good chance in that fight. 110%.
So, saying that then, it's probably a no-brainer that you think Tyson's going to do him?
Yeah. What are you saying? Tyson Fury's better than me?
Well, at this point, Johnny, I would love to see Fury Fisher in the future, but that's a few years down the line.
No, it's going to be a great fight. I look up to Tyson Fury. He's one of my biggest role models. Gave me some great advice when I went up and sparred him before the Wilder 3 fight. And credit to both guys. I know Francis Ngannou's story came from a very humble beginning, and Fury, who's beat Klitschko, who's beat Wilder 3 times. Why not have this fight and cash in a little bit? Who am I to judge?
Joe Joyce versus Zhilei Zhang 2. Obviously, Joe, you've trained with him numerous times, you've sparred with him many times. Part of S-Jam, do you think he will avenge that loss?
110%. I've got complete faith in Joe Joyce. He knows what he's got to do differently. There are things that can be fixed quite easily. And it's going to be an exciting fight because don't take Zhilei Zhang lightly. That's what probably Joe did do last time, took him too lightly, and he's a great fighter. But it's going to be an entertaining one. I'm still thinking that fight, Joe was getting to Zhang and he was nowhere near his best, but he was still getting into him by round 6, round 7. It's a great contest. I'd love to be helping Joe. Obviously, I'm not a southpaw. If I won't fight myself, I'll be out there trying to help in some sort of way. But he's got a great team of people around him and he'll be ready to go.
I know Tommy Fletcher's just gone out there. Shane's been out there for a while. But have you spoke to Joe and is he in good spirits going into this?
We speak like through memes, basically. We just send each other memes about different conspiracies or some funny food videos and stuff like that. So yeah, we don't really talk about boxing. He's a good mate of mine. So yeah, we keep that stuff separate. We just got to do our jobs. That's all that matters. Away
from boxing, I want to ask you about Matt Hancock because I see that Chinese sit down. The Fisher family are not the biggest fan of the ex-health secretary.
No.
Is that all that should to be said on that?
Just a fake crying. Going on, I'm a celebrity, I'm giving it all to charity, he gives about 5% of it to charity, people cheering for him. It's because of him we was locked up for 3 years, people were dying in care homes. I can't stand the man, but I'll still be civil to him if I saw him, but yeah, I don't like Matt Hancock. Move on.
He's not invited to the Blue Orchid anytime soon then?
He is, but he might be served up in one of the dishes. We'll have a bit of Matt Hancock sweet and sour style. Bosh.
Excellent. Johnny, thank you very much for being to IFL TV, and just finally, you need to get this win on the 12th because the day after, IFL Live.
IFL Live, biggest show in town. Can't wait. Even if I don't win, I'm going to be there. Win, lose or draw, I'm not a sore loser. I'll be there, mate. Don't worry about that. And I'll be tucking into chicken balls on stage no matter what. But
I'll be there. Chuck me one to the side, please, mate.
I'm not going now. You're going to be there. Unless you sing. You're going to sing Amazing Grace for us.
Sing on stage?
Yeah, sing on stage. Yeah, we'll get you on stage. I'm going to call you up. If you're not on stage, I'm going to call you up to sing. Got to serenade us.
Well, that means I'm not coming, but thank you very much, Johnny, for speaking to IFL TV, and I'll catch up with you fight week, mate.
Joe, thanks very much. Great.
For the very first IFL Live at London's Indigo at the O2, Sunday, August the 13th, with me, Kugan Cassius, and some very special guests. Eddie Hearn, Darren Barker, Johnny Fisher, and more. Tickets now on sale. So in the words of Eddie Hearn,
you get up, you dress up, and you fucking show up.